You are safe here. I trust Mrs. Reeves, you're going to be fine, and I will come back at 3 o'clock or whatever the time is.
Yep.
And telling them that you will come back, that they are safe, and that you trust these people that you're leaving them with. Even if you're maybe not sure, you can just say, you know what, this is where you're going. And also letting them know, hey, I have things to do today. I'm going to go to work and you're going to go to work. And then we'll come and we'll meet up at the end of the day. And I just can't wait to hear about what recess was like, or, you know, what book you read at the end of the day. And kind of showing them that, you're building trust with this place, with this new environment, and you're building trust with the teachers, and starting it with those relationships is, I think, is really, really helpful.
Yeah.
And also, if they are not calming down, I am certain that any educator will give you a call and be like, you know what?
Absolutely.
This is not working out today. Maybe we should try again tomorrow.
To be clear, though, that like Mrs. Reeves said, we do really we really want them to stay the whole day. So yes, we absolutely will call if they really, really are having a really tough time, but we do really try to push, because they do tend to not necessarily figure it out, but they tend to recover really quickly. And on that note as well, like if they ask us for a hug or need to hold our hand or anything like that, we're not going to be like, no. Like we're going to support them in what they need, and those are needs that they have.
And I think that's a good point to add in too, is that because you do hear people saying that teachers aren't allowed to hug children anymore. And that is a big fear of parents, because these kids are so young. We are looking at 4 and 5 year olds that are coming in. 3-year-olds. That they need that connection. They need that support throughout this day. And I think another good point would be that children feed off of our energy. So if we're feeling anxious, our children are going to pick up on that. So like Miss Reeves said, that quick, easy drop off. I love you. You're going to be okay. This is a safe place. And then out the door you go, say goodbye, and away you go, I think is a really big one too. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much the same question.
Oh, you know what? We actually, we did forget a really good part. Another trick or a tip that you could use is actually using visual schedules. So even something like a calendar, and having like a picture of home and then a picture of school, so that they know what days are school and home days. That also helps to relieve some anxiety when they know where they're going each day. It's so difficult because time is such an abstract concept for them. And even we use, I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but right there is our visual schedule. So I've never been in a classroom that doesn't have some form of a visual schedule for kids to use. So even incorporating that as well, it makes a huge difference, because it just gives them a little bit more, not necessarily control, but understanding of their day. And it does really take away some of that anxiety, because they know it's going to happen. Especially like, I know we're going to be talking about the bus at some points, but maybe some days your child's going to have to be in before or after school care. Sometimes they have to take a bus. Sometimes they're going to get picked up by grandma. Sometimes, you know, there's always changes. Our lives are busy. Letting them know beforehand, or using a schedule for them to see and know, that's really, really going to help them with this big transition of being away from you all the time.
I love that.
We also thought too that maybe practicing where they'll drop off would be good. So you could walk in, like maybe over the summertime, you can stop by and be like, oh, maybe this will be your classroom. I wonder what door you'll go into. Let's go play in the climber at school. And just get familiar with that space, even though you're just outside, but just showing them that this is a place in us, and to say like, hey, in a couple of days, you're going to spend the whole day here, and I'm going to go to work. And they'll be like, okay. And I think that also helps too.
That communication piece is huge, communicating. And that's one thing that we put in our kindergarten prep class too, is that go explore the playroom. Go explore the climber. Why wouldn't you go outside? Use the park, use the space, so that they're familiar with it. So another great one.
And even it just like pumping it up for them. Like, look at how, you're going to be such a big kid. Look at you coming here. And again, the routine of if you're walking, especially, or driving, doing it a few times before is huge. Especially if you're walking, because it's just a little easier. Bringing them to the area, it really does help relieve so much anxiety for them. And honestly, probably for you as well.
For sure. For sure. Time out those drives. So you're not rushed. Okay, and our last question that came from a parent was asking about how to properly prepare their child for taking the bus. Do you have any tips or advice for their little one?
I know this one was a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
So for us, we have our kindergarten orientation, and when we do, the way we end it is we let all the JKs go on a bus, and they get to go on a bus ride with their parents. But a big thing is getting them used to that routine. So like practicing knowing that they have to listen to instructions, that they have to stay sitting the whole time, that they can't be eating or things like that on the bus.
No seatbelts.
No seatbelts, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like watching videos too, there's so many great resources, or even like maybe their favorite TV show has an example of riding the bus and being safe on the bus.
Yeah.
I know at our school, how the buses work, usually there's older kids that are like the role models for it.
Yeah.
And again, it's almost like coming to school, pumping them up for it and just making sure that they're ready. And those like that independent skill comes in again, right? Just being able to follow those rules, because it's different. And actually, going off of that too, you being calm about it as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're gonna
because
pick up off of your energy.
it's gonna be feeding off their energy. Actually, funny enough, my sister's oldest is also going to kindergarten, and she's terrified of the bus. So using those strategies to help getting ready, because he's gonna have to take the bus every day.
Yeah. So we need to calm those nerves.
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
able to put him up for success.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I know
Awesome.
he can do it. He's ready for it. It's my sister that needs
That
to take
would
a
be
breath.
another cool one to see a child at the beginning of the year in September, what they're like, versus in June, how confident they are on that bus.
Oh, it's so
The
cool.
huge difference.
Yeah.
Super cool. Okay, awesome. Now I'm gonna turn it around to you guys. Do you have any information, tips, or anything you would like to share with the community regarding starting kindergarten, or just about kindergarten in general?
So, I mean, I want you to know that your child is ready in so many ways. They don't need to be reading, they don't need to be writing, they don't need to know anything. Kindy really focuses on play, on relationships, learning through experiences. Every child arrives at totally different stages, as you can imagine.
Yes, for sure.
Kindergarten readiness is really about the whole child and not about academics. And I think that is something that we really kind of focus on, is that they could know to write their name. They could know what it looks like. They could not even know what their name is.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a lot of different experiences that they will have here, and just again being confident and helping them to do that is really great. Focusing on social emotional confidence also is a really big thing. So trying new things. Going, to maybe you're going to go climb a tree or go on a new hike. Doing new things for them will help them build their confidence. Managing big feelings, separation from family members. Maybe you could try babysitters. Like, we don't want to put too much on them at the same time, but also you have some time right now to build those sorts of things. So creating new experiences for them is good. Turn taking, playing with others. So maybe reaching out to your community and saying, who can meet us at the park, or walking around and seeing other kids are in the area. Hey, you look about the same age. Are you guys going to be going to school too?
Yes. Come to our early on programs that run community-wide.
Yes.
Come get that parallel play with another child and experience those types of things.
Talking about feelings and telling your kids it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be excited and not know what's going to happen. Like, we've had big discussions about this with my kids lately. It's okay to, sometimes we can change how things go, and sometimes we can, and it's how we adapt to the situation that helps. So I think that's a big thing. And also practicing short separations is also pretty helpful.
Also just like make sure we're talking with our kids, getting them pumped up for school, and just generally talking. That's gonna help everything with their like reading and writing. Just like you said, they don't have to be reading or writing coming into kindergarten. That's part of our job, is to foster that love of education and learning. A big thing, reading to your child every single day. So they've done lots of studies on this. A child, by the time they're 5 years old, if they're read even just one book every day, has approximately 300,000 more words, has been exposed to 300,000 more words than a child who doesn't get read to. And actually a tip for that, because I know we're busy, if you have older kids too, and there's sports and there's work and there's everything, it's really hard to like carve out those times. Even if you're like watching TV shows or anything, throwing on the subtitles. You would be surprised how much kids actually absorb from that, and just getting familiar with words and letters and things like that. They are just little sponges at this age, and they just take in everything. So giving as many opportunities for that as possible is wonderful.